What is the deal, everybody? You know who this is. This is Lily. I'm with a special guest, man. His name is Karen. This is my son. He's going to be with me on this very early It's We Talk podcast. We're going to be discussing what everybody's been discussing for a while now. The Diddy case. We're also going to be going to the documentary of Eddie Murphy. And then I have a question. When's the last time you heard a kid named Gerald? And as always, take care of yourself and others. Yeah, that's how you feel. Good job. Good job. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Again, this is the Ish We Talk. I am Lily. You know who I am. I am the host of this show. I am with the lady that pushes the bells and the whistles, the lady that introduced me to all of you beautiful people on the interwebs. Without her, it would not be no me. I say this because it is completely true. Give a round of applause for my co-host, the forerunner of the show, and the blonde bombshell, Lindsay.
I'm not blonde anymore.
You're gonna be blind to me.
But hello, how's it going?
All right, all right. This is the It's the We Talk, people. Lindsay, how's your health? How's your wealth? How you been doing, my dog?
I've been here, got through finals, thank goodness. How are you?
I cannot complain. I have been doing me, I guess, pushing on, trying to get through this end of the year jazz and the rigmarole. So yeah, we coming up on a new year. So new year, new day. I ain't gonna say new me. It's the same old me. It's just an older version.
hmm Yeah, I get that. Get that. But that's awesome. So, are you ready to get into these topics?
Let's get into these topics. Let's do it.
All right. So, excuse me. So, yeah, what everybody's been talking about is this Diddy documentary. So we might as well jump into it. So the Diddy documentary.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Pause.
You have to say pause. We jump into it.
And when you talk about Diddy and then say, yeah, so we might as well just jump into it. It's got to be a pause, Playboy.
Wow.
Pause that, Playboy.
It is so hard to be a straight man nowadays. Like,
Dude, listen.
why
Before we
does
even
the mind always go to sex with?
let me tell you something. And this just happened to me on Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
I was drinking my tea and I hum every morning because I have to. If people that don't know, I'm a trainer, so I have to use my voice. So I hum and I drink my tea. And somebody was like, "Are you singing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I sing every morning." And I was like, "I do that to loosen up my throat." And they was like, "Oh my God, what?" And I was like, I'm just sitting, and I'm like, fuck, I can't even tell the truth anymore without it being
No,
false.
no, you can't. Like, it's crazy. That's just insane. Like everybody's thinking about, gay sex. I don't understand. Everybody wants to think about gay sex.
It's mad crazy. It's mad
Yeah.
crazy.
The straightest of men think about gay sex all the time.
It's women too, because it was a woman that did me like that.
Oh wow.
And I didn't even think about it until she said it. I was like, I can't say nothing.
No, you can't. You can't because everybody goes to gay sex. I don't understand. But yeah, sure. So yeah, the Diddy documentary, which is called Sean Combs: The Reckoning. Um, yeah, we as a country have been watching it religiously. It's like number one on Netflix right now. Um, it has 1,000,001 executive producers, but one of them in particular is 50 Cent, who has been going out sometimes by itself, sometimes with the director of the 4-part documentary, um, going out doing a press run about this documentary. And it's gotten mixed reviews in regards to the rollout. And yeah. So first off, let's just start there. What do you feel? Excuse me. What do you feel about the rollout?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know because at one part I'm just like, I mean, come hell or high water, I've been saying this man is a monster, and now if they're gonna parade it out, let them parade it out. Um, but like this rollout is kind of different because it's really highlighting just how like not only how petty 50 Cent is, but like how like everybody is like really picking sides, but not saying they're picking sides. You know what I'm saying? That's the weird thing I've been looking at. Like, why you just don't just stay away from the shit?
Yeah, you kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place because if you point out the bullshit in the documentary, or you point out um 50's pettiness, it's like, okay, you're on Diddy's side, and that's not the case. Like, two things can be true. Two things, like Diddy can be a really bad person, and also this documentary can have some inconsistencies in it. Like, legit, two things can be true at the same time, but that's not how the world works, you know.
Right.
So, um, yeah. So because of that not being the way the world works, we have people who are getting into it, which we'll talk about later, because of Marlon and Diddy getting it, and Marlon and 50 get into it. But yeah. So um, I feel like 50 being a part of it is a good and bad thing. It's a good thing because there's eyes on it. He brings a lot of eyes to it, and it's been highly anticipated because we've been hearing about it for the longest. I just think a lot of us thought that he was bullshitting, and a lot of us thought like, no, it's coming. Especially when Netflix bought the rights to it. So,
Mm-hmm.
and because 50 don't really cap, and like if he's saying that he's doing something, he's kind of gonna do it. So you know, but a lot of people thought it was cap until it wasn't. So
Yeah. Shout out to Dame Dash for like jumping off the porch too fast.
yeah, yeah, Mr. Damon Dash, yeah. But a lot of people felt like he was thinking, that shit wasn't coming, but it is here. It is live. It is up front.
Man.
Um, and then a lot of people don't think that 50's coming from a good place. I am one of those people. I don't believe he's coming from a good place. But I'm not mad at the place that he's coming from either. Like Diddy slutted out his baby mama.
I
So
mean, let's just keep it a beam. When if 50 ever came at anything in the right place?
yeah.
He came in the industry talking about how to rob y'all. Like, when have we
Yeah.
ever been introduced to 50 in the right place?
Yeah. True.
I mean, this is one of those guys that you really don't want to like really play with if you're not really, really about the long ball game.
Pause.
For real though. Right. because 50 just he just one of those people, man. And then like to be quite fair, the pettiness in me, I kind of love the strategies that 50 uses because 50 like when
Mhm.
50 feels disrespected, he goes on a mental run instead of a physical run,
Yeah,
which really fucks with people.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. People don't know um how to take that
yeah,
because we so quick to want to physically fight. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And that's the thing. And it's like, it's, I think he learned to master that because he knows he can whoop your ass. He just learned how to be smarter than everybody else because I
Yeah.
want you to make a silly mistake so I can knock your teeth out your mouth.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true.
You gotta, as much as people were talking about, like, you gotta respect it. You gotta respect it
Hmm.
at all. Hey, listen, if I was in the game, it's two things I wouldn't do. One is I wouldn't be at a Diddy party past 2 a.m. and I would not get on 50 Cent bad side.
Those are like rules to live by.
Yeah,
Those are definitely rules to live by. Um, yeah, like the whole the whole 50 part of it is wow. And then like people are acting stupid, like they don't know the reason why 50 name is like that big because a lot of people like there's other EPs on it and it's like okay, but name
yeah,
them, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So but um but yeah, so
Netflix knew what they were doing.
yeah, 100%. 100%. They definitely knew what they were doing. And they did that shit. They did that shit. That shit been number one
Hmm.
for a while now. You know, it's been out for what, maybe 2 weeks?
About two, three. When it come
Yeah.
out, and it was like right before Thanksgiving, right?
No, no, because I remember specifically thinking, why didn't they put this out before Thanksgiving? Because that would have been a good thing to watch with the family. You know, it's a family fun event, right? But but no, they put it out right after. I want
Mm,
to say it was like the second, December 2nd.
got you.
So, but yeah, yeah, no, they didn't put it out um before Thanksgiving, and yeah, it's still number one. You know, even through the holiday rush.
I mean, listen, nothing says we love each other as a family, um, like talking about people that you know you never gonna meet. Right?
You know, okay,
You know what I'm saying?
you know,
Nothing brings the family better than sitting down talking about how effed up somebody else's life is. So for just these couple of days, we don't talk about how effed up ours is.
yeah, it definitely gets your mind off of the bullshit that happened with amongst the family throughout the year.
Yeah,
So when you're passing the Black Eyed Peas, you can be like, "Boy, that damn Diddy.
right.
Did you see what happened?" Like, yeah,
You definitely would rather talk about Cassie getting ran through than your little cousin getting caught getting fucked in a doghouse like by three niggas. Like you don't want to discuss that in the right before Christmas shopping.
mm, we have other problems if that's what's going on.
Well, I've lived. I've seen some things. I've done
Obviously,
some things.
obviously, because who says that? Like, what?
That's not,
That
and that's
has
not even
happened,
nothing I made up. That's an actual fact.
right? I'm gonna say that has happened because you went too detailed for that just to be off the dome. Like,
It's like, yeah, you rather discuss that than sit with her, and then her mama be like, yeah, you set the table. You better not touching any of the food with your nasty ass.
right?
Sit your little silly ass
You
down somewhere.
get plastic wear from here on out. We're not doing the fine china because you niggas is not fine china worthy. So yeah, um, yeah. So that's the rollout. He's been on this big ass press run, and It's been working. It's definitely been working.
And he's smiling like a kid with a brand new bike too. That's what kills me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, he is ba 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 ba. I'm loving it.
100%.
And
100%.
I could be wrong because I don't know the details.
Mm-hmm.
But I seen where somebody was talking about he's only doing press runs um on networks that get played in prison.
I heard that too.
And I'm like, if that is what he's doing, it's like I I need to study what that feels like to be that petty. The power in that much pettiness,
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about that type of power is superhero worthy because talk about a thorn in your side, like dude, like that is just imagine like yo
Mm-hmm.
little wreck, you come in the wreck, it's only channels you got, and it's just bow bow bow. This guy, I don't even care that I got 50 months and I got time served. It's the fact that I'm seeing this shit for the next couple of months
Mm-hmm.
while I'm still trying to fight. Hopefully I can get out of here. But at the same time, that documentary did show how if we're gonna paint this if we're gonna talk about how petty 50 is, that documentary showed how methodical Puffy can be.
It's very strategic. He's a
Yeah,
very strategic fighter. He's not just gonna get in the ring with you,
yeah.
for sure, for sure. Um, yeah, it's a lot going on with that situation. But let me ask you this: um, if you were in 50 shoes, God forbid that you end up single with a baby mama, and your baby mama gets with somebody that got more money than you, that you used to actually work for. Because I don't know if a lot of people know that, but Diddy was signed, not Diddy, 50 was signed to Bad Boy as a ghostwriter.
Mm-hmm.
So, so your former employer gets with your baby mama and makes her part of a harem and sluts her the entire fuck out. How would you handle that?
Hmm.
Will you crash out, or will you go the strategic route?
Hmm. Only speaking of me and my mental,
Mm-hmm.
um, I would probably, and just to be quite fair, um, I would I would emotionally crash out. Um, on myself, I would do a lot of self harming. And I'm not talking about I'm gonna cut myself or commit suicide. I would just really put myself in a funk because mentally I would try I would be like distraught, and that would be for like 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and then my main goal and my focus would be every time that they seen me, they would be envious and upset.
Okay.
So I mean, being in those spaces in those areas and knowing the type of dirt I have on them, I would jump on the documentaries and all that shit as well, and I would put you on blast, and because let's just keep it 100. This is the son that 50 loves. This ain't the son that talk shit,
Man,
but this
man.
is the son that 50 loves. He got to look this boy in the face every day and
Mm-hmm.
try to convince him that his mother's not a slut.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I think I think I would be in the slump for a couple weeks, and then I would just mentally mind fuck him and her for a long time, just like
Mm.
50's doing.
Okay. Okay. So you'll be in private crying in the car.
Yeah, and because that I just that's how my emotional threshold is, and that's gonna last for maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a month, and then revenge steps into me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair. Um, yeah, because this is a lot. This is definitely a lot. And I don't know if you can really come back from this.
Listen, I want to be really respectful because Puffy has children. I've said this before. I don't want to disrespect those little girls.
Hmm. Even
But
though they're all adults, but
they're all
except for the
adults.
baby.
But they got shit. He still got babies.
Yeah, he got a baby.
A baby. They're all his babies.
Yeah,
So he has
three.
children. Even though they're grown, but he has children.
Yeah.
So I don't want to disrespect the children. Well, I don't want to disrespect some of the children. And I'm being totally honest when I say that.
Hmm.
Uh, but in my Malcolm X voice, the chickens, if the roosters, what does he say? The chickens come to roost.
Yeah, the chickens are coming home to yours.
Yeah, the chickens are coming home to roost. You can't be doing people like that. Now, everything in that documentary, I don't know if it's 100% accurate, but you can't be doing people like that and expect good things to happen to you. Karma is a bitch. One of those things I will say, the reason why I would, in my opinion, why Puffy should get a bigger sentence is because you screwed the shit out of that man who helped you start that business. You fuck nigga.
Yes.
And not only did you screw the shit out of him business side, you screwed the shit out of him and did start having kids. that man
Now
was that
we
man thought
gonna get
he was working like a single stay at home mama.
we gonna get into that in a second. We gonna get into
Yeah,
that because
hey,
that um I have a lot of thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts on that along with other shit that was going on. But as far as uh the um the 50 cent of it all. Um I mean, uh you can't really dictate how somebody retaliates. And we have Big Mama on the line. Hey Big Mama.
Hey,
not big
you know it, the biggest.
Right. Oh, right.
mama. What's happening?
So yeah, so as far as Diddy, as far as the 50 cent of it all, do you have any thoughts about that in regards to the Diddy Doc?
You talking about me?
Yeah.
Do I sound weird?
You sound like you just woke up.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Nah, I'm not that part. I'm talking about like,
The audio? No, you're
mm,
straight. You're straight.
okay, because y'all sound a little. Um, Sorry for my tardiness. Do I have any thoughts on the 50 documentary?
The
Absolutely.
50 wait, hold on. The 50 cent part of the documentary. We're gonna go through everything else, but as far as the 50 cent part, do you have any thoughts?
What you mean by that? To break that part down, the 50 cent part.
Yeah. Like as far as him being involved in it, as far as him the rollout that he chose to do you have like the reasoning, like your feelings about
Oh, okay.
that? Yeah,
So, of course, I mean, we all know why he did that.
of
He's the,
course.
we all know he had his
Mhm.
baby. He was pimping his baby mama out. Diddy was.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, I can resonate with this because I'm a Cancer, like 50.
I
You
thought you were
wanna,
about to say because
you
I'm a
wanna
baby mama
go?
been pimped out.
You wanna
And you
go?
know what? I was
Ah,
doing
nah, that
that
ain't
too, but
never
then I
had.
stopped
And
myself.
you know better
Right.
than that, Lindsay.
I
We've been
know. That's
knowing
why
each
I was
other since
like,
I was.
"Are you right?" That's what I'm saying. Like, is this a revelation that I don't like? You confessing? Like, I don't understand.
Nah, if
Like,
anything, I'm pimping, baby. But nah, like you don't, you know what I mean? Like some people, have y'all ever seen that movie The Town with Ben
no.
Affleck in it? Long story short, it
Hmm.
was a guy in there. He was basically like the orchestrator of the little bank robberies they was doing. And Ben Affleck was like, I'm not doing them no more. So the man was like, if you don't, I'm gonna kill you one way or the other. either the regular way or the chemical way. So he said, "You want me to tell you what the chemical way is?" Long story short, this man got his mama strung out on dope because his daddy didn't want to do nothing for him. He killed him softly, and that's basically what 50. Even though financially that's never gonna happen, Diddy still has all his money. But as far as ruining his tarnishing his name even more and ruining any more of his accolades, he definitely did that with this documentary. And I'm not opposed to him doing that because if I was him and somebody was pimping out my baby mama, you want to play? I'm gonna play. We gonna do it. Like he said, and this is my creed and my motto. I don't want a problem when somebody say we got a problem now. It's a problem.
I
Do
get
I
that.
think it was right? Yeah and nay. Do I think it 50 was petty? Absolutely. Do I care if he was petty? No. Am
I
I on
mean,
50 side with this? Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, just to keep it quite fair, man. Listen, petty is everybody loves petty, and when you petty on this type of level, I mean, you got to be known as just one of the greatest fuck around and find out people you're ever gonna see in life. Like, so that you
I
got to keep.
mean, he did it. He did it, and see, Diddy is petty because in the documentary, as we learn, the nigga he goes and gets these women differently. He'll wait, you know what I mean? He don't care how old the woman is, how old they are. If he wanted to mess with her after you mess with her, he's gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, like the what's her name? Misa. That was somebody else woman that he wanted.
And Kim Porter too.
Was somebody else woman that he wanted. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
so with that being said, now going back to that, uh, the whole him being fluid. Do you think that's another way of him being fluid because that's his type? His type is somebody else's woman.
Nope, because if that's the case, I'm gonna just be honest with you. And I love men, my black men especially, but men are weird. I have seen men mess with a woman that everybody's messed with and they all know it, but they still mess with her and be happy about it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that is. I don't know if they feel like, oh, since I'm messing with her, I didn't mess with the men that she didn't mess with. I don't know what that is. That's weird to me. It has always been. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In Diddy's case, I do feel like it's a little LGBTQ-ish in there. But at the same time, they all men do that. Lily, don't you know men that didn't mess with a woman that you'll be like, man, she a doorknob, bro, but they still messing with her?
I didn't say anything. I'm not.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
I'm
not
just
denying
saying,
that, but
like,
that's not
don't you?
all men.
Huh?
That's not all men, but that
That's
is
not all
that's
men,
men.
but it's a lot of men.
That is
Like,
Well,
that
it's a
is
it's
lot.
not all men's type, but all men have done it or have thought about doing it once or twice.
Oh, they've done it. Ain't no thought about. I
Yeah.
know men have messed with certain women just to be like, let me pull up on the block with her. All right, such and such was messing with her. Now I'm messing with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
Now that definitely does occur,
yeah.
but I
That's been
think
a thing.
when it's that, I think it's more of a thing with the guy trying to get back at the guy. It's not that's not a sexual thing.
Yeah, that's what.
but then why are you trying to get back at the guy? The guy don't know you trying to get back at her. Y'all cool. What are you doing? It's
So
Or
sexual.
so it's it
that's what I
in
think it's
those
sexual
levels.
with Diddy.
Yeah, like in those levels of what you're talking, Bree, it's really more or less of that showing that I can do the same thing that this person does. This is when that's that envy and jealous behavior that some men have a trait to do.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
and it
saying?
is because they envious and jealous because they want to
Yeah.
be with the man too.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I've seen that, and I know I've seen what people do it for because they want to be known just as much as this guy. So that's what they'll do, and they'll brag about it. Like I got such and such baby mama, and I'll be like, yeah, okay. I don't know. I didn't grow up like that. So I can't tell you that I've done that because I don't think I've ever done that before.
I don't think you've done it, but I know people in your neighborhood have done it.
I know 100 people in my neighborhood have done it. I know.
Bing bong. It's
No,
people in my neighborhood that did
I
done it.
know. I know people that did it purely off of spite, just because they were mad at one point in time, and still was hanging out with each other.
Right.
And let's just be real about the situation. Women do it too.
Nah, I don't know none.
I was just about to say that.
No,
like,
women do it too.
I don't know
the
none.
same, not for the same reasons. Women might be like, well, shoot, I'm gonna fuck her baby daddy or something like that. You
That's
know
what I was about to say. I'm gonna play the Uno reverse card because I've had situations where I've seen women do that. I'll flip. I didn't have women hit me and I'd be like, "Ain't you such and such?" Cut. I don't fuck with that bitch, and I'm like, "Oh, that's wild."
That's the type of time you on. Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna say it's all just for male genders. It's everybody, but I don't understand it from neither aspect, from man or woman. Why would I want? So that's like if me and you fell out, Lindsay, or not necessarily fell out. Me and you is still cool, and you mess with Robert, and then I start messing with him.
Yeah,
where's the psychological sense in that? Why am I doing it?
Right. And then like Roger's gonna be like, "Oh, I had friends." Like that's the type of time that Roger's gonna be on.
For sure. But
as far as the woman pursuing it, it's like, what type of time were you on to pursue it? You know,
for sure. I just don't get it.
Hi, Kimmy C.
That happens a lot. It's a dude right now that probably got about 10 kids and 2 of his baby mamas grew up together. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just a thing, you know?
Yeah. Because, like, you look at it as, like, a status symbol. Like, I can get that woman. Like, or they may have looked at the woman because the woman may have been with the biggest dude on the block. So they may look at the woman as a status symbol.
Like, that's exactly what they doing.
A lot of times that's what they look at it as.
It is some women, like, in the city that people have necessarily been like, oh, she's fine or bad. But she didn't mess with everybody from every neighborhood. And it's just like the niggas like, well, now it's my turn since I messed with her. Now I get my Pikachu badge. Like, it's weird.
Yeah. Or like if the dude that they was messing with, they, you know, had a whole family or whatever, and homeboy got locked up for like 50 years. Now you thinking that that's how you gonna be the biggest nigga on the block by getting the girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But then why do you want to fuck after this man? Do you want to fuck the man? Well, you know what I mean?
No, you just want the man status.
You want the man status. It's not even about fucking after a man. It's going after what the man got more than anything. Yeah. And to be
why do you want to go after what another man is doing? That's
because you want that. You want that from
some people, especially men, because I mean, speaking on, because I know a lot of males. A lot of males, they always want the status of what they seen other people have. A lot of males, instead of trying to carve out their own lane, they just want to ride down the lane that they see somebody else being successful in. So especially when it comes to like street politics, a lot of times you don't want to dudes don't want to find their own plug. I want to take his because he just got indicted.
Hey, Jacob Papa.
So it's just one of those things. But Puffy didn't do none of that. Puffy just wanted to be methodical and just do it just to do it on the strength. And maybe Puffy was, and like you said, Bree, maybe Puffy was actually like, this was his way of actually saying, okay, me taking your woman is also like, being fluid with you as well. Which
that's what I think it is. I think it's a little mixed with that, and I think it's mixed with that too, with the street politics, because
that ain't it, Brie.
I do. I think it is. Oh, you do know a lot of people is DL, don't you?
I do know a lot of them are DL.
Oh yeah, a lot.
But in this case, that ain't what we talk about.
I mean, we are talking about that.
Kind of are, because, and the reason why I say that is because Diddy, it feels like that's his type, to go after somebody else's. And I wouldn't say that that's like generally speaking, because let's just be real. It's not too many virgins out here. So technically you would be going behind somebody else at some point. So
Yeah.
it's not necessarily about that, with generally speaking. But with Diddy specifically, he goes after people that he know,
He go
woman.
after niggas baby mamas.
Yeah, he goes after people that he actually knows, mama. Like, this is a consistent thing with him. So it's like, you already have the rumors and the stories about him. So is this another layer to it? Because he does not directly fool with men that are conscious, allegedly.
Oh
You know what
God.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if he is not fooling with conscious men or directly with men, could this be another layer of him being closeted or DL or whatever the case, allegedly?
It's absolutely him being closeted to me because from what we learned from his trial, the things he's into.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like not only does he go behind and mess with people's statuses, women for status symbol status, he does it because he truly wants to mess with them men. And I think that on the street side, that men do that. They truly are wanting to mess with that dude too. Because a lot of dudes do things to impress other men. They'll go get their cars souped and duped and swooped so they can pull up on their homeboys.
Yeah, but to be fair,
Why did you why'd you sound like Maya Angelou when you said that?
Because that's how deep it is. Like that's how real and weird that is
But
to me.
to be fair, a lot of women, not all, but a lot of women dress for other women. They
Man,
don't dress.
Exactly.
I don't know
Exactly.
nobody that does that.
You
Not
do,
one
they just don't
person.
tell you.
You don't know everybody either.
I don't know everybody, but I know
Yeah.
hella people, and I ain't never heard no woman say I'm putting this on.
They
Till
never
it,
gonna tell you.
They're
Just like
not. They're not
a
gonna.
man, a
They may
man ain't
not do
never
it
gonna turn
consciously.
around and say, "I bought this car because I want to impress Jacob."
Yeah, they're not doing it consciously. And
mm.
both sides, men and women, they're not
Yeah,
necessarily doing it consciously. But
The
the
men is
men,
doing it consciously. They
no,
doing
but
it con.
listen to what I'm saying. You're not doing, when a man is doing it, they're not necessarily doing it consciously by saying what Lily just said. I want to pull up on Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shit.
they want to pull up and get all the kudos. Whether you get the kudos from the man or the woman, they want to pull up and get the kudos. You're normally going to get kudos from a man because the men that you're going to be around, the men that's going to be at the barbershop or the men that's going to be at the car wash are going to comment and commend you on your car.
yeah,
But a woman, you can wear the flyest of flyest shit. 9 times out of 10, a straight man is not gonna know the difference between a Gucci bag or a Louis Vuitton bag or whatever the case. You know what I'm
that's a
saying?
fact.
They just gonna know that you got on a bag. They're not gonna realize that this bag costs $1,500. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
They,
the men nowadays know it. We in 2025. We not when we grew up. All the men know everything.
Lily, as the resident man.
I was waiting on this. That's why I keep laughing in the background because like Bree with Bree stands on it. Well, I'm talking about. She like Frank Lucas. It's my brand name. I stand by that.
Right.
These niggas is in the closet.
Yeah, Coca-Cola, that's a brand name. Pepsi, that's a brand name.
Man, I will say
Right.
you have a demographic down packed. One demographic. Because it is men like that, just like it is women that are, know what I'm saying, to do things that oppress women. But
Mm-hmm.
in this case, I do agree with you on one end of it, and then I also I have to say, in my opinion, it's also a thing of power because I know a lot of men go behind somebody on a power struggle thing. It's like it's one of those where, say for instance, even with Kim Porter,
Mm-hmm.
whole thing in a nutshell of him getting Kim is he wanted to get Kim because Al B. Shore was the biggest name in, you know what I'm saying, in the world at that time.
Right.
So in order for me to establish myself as one of the top dogs, I got to take his bitch. It's a power thing, you
And they
know.
ain't even in the same lane. That's the killer part
And
about
that's it.
it.
But with Puffy, it don't matter.
Right.
Puffy just wants to be top dog. Puffy, I was because of the way he was, of the way he tried to present himself. I was when the first time I seen the documentary, I was like, that's the thing about Puffy is when he got an inkling of anything, it became a drug to him. When he got any inkling of success and power, it became a drug to him. And those type of people are dangerous. Reminds me of the little dude that used to get bullied and they gave him a badge.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
that man said, he was corny. He had no game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Hi, Larry. Larry's joined us.
What up, Larry?
Yeah. So
What's up,
it.
Larry?
Yeah. So yeah. So getting into the documentary in itself. Uh. What was your biggest takeaway? Let's start there. What was your biggest takeaway?
Well, his was that.
Mhm.
That was his take, and I agree, sir.
Now, well, one of my biggest takeaways um, from that is the fact that I did not know that Puffy, excuse me, Biggie's estate paid for his funeral.
Yes.
Um, Speaking of, that was a lie. The person that's the executor of Biggie's estate came out and said that never happened.
Okay, good. Because I
Okay,
was just like,
cool.
I never, I was like, now I know he a freaky Jason, but I didn't think he was that. I didn't think he was crazy like that.
No, that was a
Right.
fat phase on lie.
That was a fat phase line lie. Okay, cool. Because that did down that I ain't even gonna lie. When I watched the documentary, that kind of broke my heart on that because um because I know he paid for Black Rob's funeral. So I was like, it's no way he made Biggie pay for his own funeral. That
And he
is
got
crazy.
called out to pay for Black Rob's
Yeah,
funeral.
he only
Yeah,
did it because it was
he got
like,
called
nigga,
out.
you not gonna pay for this man's funeral. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. So
go ahead.
I'm not go ahead, Brie, because that was just one.
My biggest takeaway, which was probably a lie, was that the pay for the funeral thing and the him allegedly slapping his mama.
Mm, yeah.
Oof.
I
That was
was like,
Especially
oh, this
considering
nigga's
the fact of who his
gangster.
mama was, that she didn't hit him back. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, that's a good one.
yeah.
I'm like, this nigga don't give a damn. He hit his mama. He's definitely sold his soul to the devil. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
not trying to be on that, nah, because God's real, devil's real. So yeah, nah. But at the end of the day, that blew me. But somebody also stepped out for Janice Combs and said that didn't happen. So I
Yeah,
don't know. You know what
yeah,
I
that's
mean?
true too. Somebody else did say that too. My biggest takeaway was the Aubrey O'Day story.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, that right
my
there is crazy.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
my
believe it for
thing, I
some
don't believe
reason.
it. I don't believe it either, and this is the reason why I don't believe it. Aubrey has been vocal about her experience since she left Danny Kane or got fired from Danny Kane. I feel like this is something she would have been vocal about as well.
Thank you.
And the fact that she is on the documentary, and another thing that she wasn't vocal about, that she was vocal about in the documentary, is those emails. So the fact that she's been vocal about her experience the whole time, and she did reveal those emails, and she is still like, I don't think this happened. You know what I'm saying? That further lets me know that somebody's on here lying. And then this is the killer part about it, is that there's a person that, the reason why this came out is because there's a person that is suing him, and the person that's suing him for this encounter is the one that walked in on it. So
Mm-hmm.
you couldn't
Oh.
figure out where to go for the bathroom. You opening doors left and right, blah blah blah, and you just so happen to open a door, and from what you think is happening, you go back and you tell somebody else, and that person tells you to mind your business, and you are suing because you walked in on it. That's wild to me.
Man, that could have
Because
been
you don't know,
traumatizing though.
right?
Still.
It could have been traumatizing, but you walked in on it. Didn't nobody do this in front of you? It wasn't like, oh, we were sitting around watching the Christmas Story and then they got the fucking on the couch. It wasn't that.
Then give me straight directions to the damn bathroom. Don't point and say it's down there and it's 10 doors. Ah, well, which
Right.
door? Shit.
Right. Learn how to lock the doors, damn it. Like,
No more locked doors. God,
Oh my God. The level of you're not gonna downplay me.
right.
It's heavy on that one.
Man.
No, but I was just looking at it from the person's point of view. If you say go to the bathroom and it's 10 doors down there.
Okay,
yeah,
but what if she was, you don't know if she was a willing
door
participant or not. You don't know if she was a willing participant or not.
Hey,
all you
man.
know is that she looks like she was out of it. You know what I'm saying? It looks like that.
Bitches run wild,
you wait till years later and be like, hey, I'm suing because I walked in on y'all having an encounter. I don't know it. I don't know if it's the R word or not. It could have been 100% consensual. But the fact that I walked in on it and I'm feeling some type of way that I walked in on it, I'm assuming.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. If I was with either one of y'all and y'all was with y'all significant others and I walked in on y'all, I'm gonna make y'all take me out to eat because y'all traumatized me for that day.
What?
Yeah.
What is it taking out to eat?
Because I need to be compensated. I need to be compensated. I definitely can't sue you for no $4 or $5 million. None of us have that because that's what I want to do. So now you got to take me out to eat.
Well, Bray, I'm gonna tell you this. My house too small for that. You knew goddamn well that
I don't care. I don't care. You better take me to get a fat burger or something.
I would just tell you, don't walk into a door when you hear no more.
Knock before you walk in.
Knock when you hear knocking, nigga. What are you doing?
Nope. If I'm with either one of y'all, like I said, being that my eyes have seen some shit that they don't want to see. Yeah. And it's no shade on y'all, but I don't want to see nobody doing nothing. I don't care who it is.
I mean, I don't want to see it either, but I don't think that because you mistake a bedroom for a bathroom,
that man had to go to the bathroom. It was 12 doors down there. Leave him alone.
Now,
that ain't sue worthy. You don't get compensated for your mistake.
You told me to go to the bathroom. You didn't say it was a 6th door on the left. You said the bathroom's down this way. I don't know which one it is. Or I could have been ornery and peed in the closet. So,
I mean, if he's suing for harassment, legally they'll say he have a case, but I will grant her. This is the first time as in white woman history that she decided not to jump on that boat because one, she doesn't remember it. She doesn't even have a remembrance of anything like that happening to her. She has had her own struggles with what is happening, but that she doesn't believe, and it's one of those things where this is the right path for her because even if she decided to jump on this and then it was unevident, it became like it was no evidence to prove this and and they can't bring it up, it has to get dropped. That would also be the hook, line, and sinker that Puffy needs to get out. Mm-hmm. And so it's one of those things where she knows I need to keep my mouth shut on this one.
Mm-hmm. And to coin your phrase, Lily, we're gonna coin it. You're gonna coin it. We're gonna start calling white woman history WWH.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Lily. Thank you.
No problem.
Thanks for that.
Where have we seen the downfall?
That's why I said
Black man America, white women, and white women history.
Yeah.
House of Riots, white woman.
Yep.
Tabernacle.
Rosewood, white woman.
Yep.
Emmett Till.
The reason why Puffy is in jail now, the man law, white women.
Yep.
Did you say Emmett Till?
Emmett Till, white woman.
Yep.
In the history of white women history or the downfall of black men, I don't give a fuck if he was already a monster.
Nope, you ain't lying on that now.
You know,
no, that's true.
Listen, Fred Morrell. Y'all don't know who Fred Morrell is, but Fred Morrell is my uncle. That white woman took everything from that nigga. That nigga was went from being a superintendent to working at Home Goddamn Depot. White women.
That is tough.
Shit. And no downplay to all white women, just y'all fuck white women. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, in the history of white women,
I ain't never had one of them shut the fuck up for a black man before. So kudos. Even if it is, keep his black ass in jail.
See, and this is why I love the documentary, because it's bloodline spinal cord is straight pettiness, whether it's real or not.
You got a point there. You got a complete.
Oh
50
my God.
is the man. You hear me? He look.
That's tough.
You got a point there. Listen, from the core of it, from the stem cell of it, it comes from pettiness.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The spinal cord, your brain stem, from your medulla oblongata.
It is petty.
Man, you know how diabolical you gotta be to be on this type of time with a nigga? Like, wow.
I ain't gonna hold you. I got some video footage of a whole lot of shit with a lot of different people. I still got it. Thank goodness for the cloud. I might let it loose one day.
Nah, you keep that to yourself. Don't keep it to yourself, Brie.
I don't know. Nah, if I was gonna do it, I'd have been and did it. But at the end of the day, yeah, 50 man, that's the man. This because a lot of this stuff in this documentary is fluff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of shit that we did, like, we already knew.
But what y'all think about this part? Because you know, when we was kids, we kind of did think Diddy got Pop killed.
Yeah.
We all thought that, or was that just me?
I still do believe that he had a part of it, and then
I heard about
VD already confessed, so it's like it's no reason why. Because I was talking about that at my job the other day. Like KVD already confessed, and it's one of those things where murders don't have no time limit, so they already got evidence. There's no statutes of limitations. So if they really wanted to build a case, if they really truly wanted to build a case on Puffy, they really could.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think that's coming because when this man, what's his name, Chiefy D, when he go to jail and his lawyer be like, "Nigga, you already told them you killed Tupac and it's on tape and all that. You gonna have to basically shift the blame on somebody. Who y'all think that's gonna be?"
Well, he's already in jail. His trial is next year.
That's what I'm talking about, the trial part. Yeah, I knew he was in jail and all that. But you think that old nigga is about to die in there? He don't want to.
Well, he been singing. He been singing for so long.
It don't matter. I think now and especially since Diddy is in jail, I definitely think his team is gonna try to.
I don't think the case against him is strong enough because for one, everybody outside of Keefy D, the direct players are gone.
Yep, everybody's dead. It's only Puffy and Keefy left.
Yeah.
So
it is. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
It would truly have to be LAPD doing their due diligence to get Puffy.
Yeah, but I'm talking about they would have to have an ironclad strong case.
Yep.
That nigga is Teflon Don at this point. Like they got him on some bullshit ass Mann Act that we know is racist. You know what I'm saying? Like, the basis of it is racist. They only basically get black men for that act. So, like, that's a bullshit ass charge.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a first time felon. Out of all the bullshit they've been, and that's another thing. If he's such excuse me, if he's such a whack, square bear, not of the street type of nigga, like, why was y'all letting this nigga get away with so much shit for so long?
Because
Power,
that money.
power.
He didn't always have that money though.
But I think back
But he
then.
always had those connections. When he started
Mhm.
fucking with L.A. Reid, it changed his life.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think he was doing 2 on the 10, like, nigga, I had LA drop you, nigga. You know what I mean? Like he was
oh, for sure, for
yeah,
sure.
he was throwing a lot of that around, I believe.
Yeah, that's the whole thing in a
But not
nutshell.
L.A. Andre.
Andre,
Andre.
yeah,
Yeah.
Andre Harrell, my bad.
Yeah, I forgot. They are all them old niggas.
They, you know, for me, which is this is fucked up, but L.A. and Andre are kind of interchangeable.
Bing bong.
I was about to say that, but I didn't want
Yeah.
to say that because I just had an EOC meeting where I was like, you can't just be like people look alike, especially when it comes to race. But I'm a black guy, so I can say them two niggas.
Yeah,
They're
we
interchangeable
black. We
sometimes.
see the difference
Right.
in how we are black. We see the difference in how we look. With whites, they don't see that. I ain't gonna lie, I don't be seeing it with them either. When I used to work at the zoo, I used to ask these people, I said, "Are y'all, why are y'all coming every day?" And them, they used to get mad. They was different people.
I
Yeah.
mean, just to be quite fair, Bree, you thought Louis Gossip Jr. was Richard Roundtree, so.
That's true.
Hey, that was different. And that was a long ass time ago. And they both was
You put
black
on
as
your
a
white glasses that day.
yeah, I got a little white probably in me, so that's where that came from. You know the devil's a liar.
Oh man.
But
But yeah.
I just think, I think he just had that back, and to be quite fair, I really do think that made him feel a certain way. I do like, now this is what was not fluff about the documentary that I do like, that
Okay.
Puffy does have a history of violence behind him from the very start of him
Hi,
blowing up.
Carol. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this is one of those things where we can't. It's almost like OJ to me, where they couldn't get OJ for murder, but they just waiting on him to do anything else, and then they just throw him in jail for the longest period of time that they can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They couldn't. He didn't get in trouble for that promoting, and those people end up getting hurt and dying. He didn't get in trouble for that lady getting her nose shot off.
Yeah.
He
That
didn't
was
get in trouble
horrible.
for blowing up Kid Cudi car.
Nope.
He didn't get in trouble for traveling niggas around for dicks, but man act, we just gonna try to throw the book at you. They OJ'd this nigga because they didn't get him on anything else. And we ain't even gonna talk about when he beat the shit out of old boy. And then just gave him $500,000 at Chris Stokes.
Yeah.
Like, who was it? I forgot
It
who
was
it was.
Steve Stout. It was
Steve Stout. And he was like, oh, no, we cool. We gave him $500,000 after beating the dog shit out of him. He has a history of violence behind him. So, and then on top of, we already seen him beating the dog shit out of Cassie like she was somebody that stole from him.
Yeah.
Kicked her in her ribs.
Like,
It
so.
was like, what was in that bag? Like, damn.
So if anything, like I've been saying, if anything, we know off the flip, Puffy is a monster. And so, but they couldn't, like you said, he's been Teflon Don for so long. Whatever they was going to charge him with, they were going to try to give him the max for it.
He didn't get it. That money long, ain't it?
Yeah, but that man act shouldn't exist, and they gave him the top tier on that man act.
It shouldn't exist, but maybe it need to, because this nigga did need to sit down. Can y'all imagine him now?
No, I 100% agree. Totally agree that he needs to sit down.
I get what you're saying, but let's.
It's an unfair thing.
Gotten for.
Yeah, you right about that. Absolutely, that is some bullshit. That all that judicial racism, all that. But at the same time, he needed to be stopped. So maybe since he was on bullshit like that, he got caught up on a bullshit charge because he was on bullshit, and you can't bullshit a bullshitter. So at the end of the day,
the government is a top tier bullshitter.
He needs to sit down. But do y'all remember back in the day? And I'm piggybacking off you, Lily. Back in the interview where back in the day, Diddy's nickname came from Biggie, because he said he wasn't big as Donkey Kong. He was like Diddy Kong, because he said he was horrible. He was like, people think I be wilding and throwing shit. He said, this nigga is ill, man. Like, but he came off to me as respectable when we was kids. When they showed him at that Source Awards, and Suge stood up there and was like, "Welcome to Death Row," and he was like, I love what Death Row is doing, and I'm glad we are. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I honestly thought the nigga, and he was dancing, and he was all in the video. So I didn't think he was. I didn't
Hmm.
think he was soft, but I didn't think he was like he is.
Man, that
Yeah.
man walked off stage and slapped the first person he saw.
Right.
Hell
But
yeah,
see,
he walked off
but that's good
stage,
PR.
and
That's great PR when you think
but
Mhm.
about it.
but
You know
did
what I'm
y'all
saying?
not?
Because we always thought that Suge was the problem.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Suge was never the problem.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was 100% great PR. If we always see Diddy and Diddy's always having a good time when we see him, of course we want to kick it with him. But every time we see Suge, he a big black motherfucker that look like he could just body slam you at ease.
He do.
He's very intimidating, but he's probably a big ass teddy bear, to be honest.
Mhm.
You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
A gentle
So
giant.
it's them optics, and now we're seeing 30 years later that Suge wasn't the problem.
No,
Suge
he
was
was
never the
not.
problem. Yeah.
But you know what? It never be who we think it is.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just Suge was vocal about it. You know what
The
I'm saying?
nigga was a
Same
blood
thing
and
with
didn't
Pac.
deny it. Like he,
Yeah. But same thing with Pac. Pac was on that type of time back then. Like everybody was, buying into the facade of Diddy.
yeah, nah, he knew.
Pac was like, yeah, I'm cool on Diddy.
So that was another
I fuck
that,
with you big. I don't fuck with your mans.
that was
So that,
another thing that was pointed out because I didn't even know that either. I didn't know
Ain't no either.
Puffy was trying to work with Pac, but when Pac realized what type of time he was on, Pac just was like, nah.
I
No,
didn't know that either. But
I
see,
ain't
I
know
don't
either.
know if that's fluff. It don't sound like it though. But
That's something I can believe. I
I
can
can
believe
believe
because
that.
Pac was a good judge of character.
Yeah,
You
how they
know
I
really
mean
broke it
that we
down
know
where
of.
that we know
where
of.
you couldn't how Puffy was used to just buying into people and we don't know him personally, but we can tell just on how we everybody looked at Pac. Pac wasn't a buyable guy. He
Yeah.
wasn't buy. Pac wasn't gonna buy into your format just so you can silence him or put him in a box. Pac wasn't gonna do that. Pac was like that's why I think he started following it started to become a thing with him because you know how Puffy was and how Puffy wanted his artists to be. But Biggie loved Pac so much he was into that thug life look and the movement that thug life was because a lot of people
Yeah.
don't understand in New York that thug life movement was all about prosperity for black folks
Yeah.
and
Oh,
like
for sure.
Biggie was
Yeah. Thug Life
definitely
was an
down with
acronym.
that shit.
What
Hmm.
Uh,
is it? The hate you gave little infant. Oh, I can't think of the
I
rest.
can't remember the rest either. Um, let me see.
like I just it just and Puffy not being able to control that and Puffy being a power individual, yeah, I could see that bothering him to his core, especially with Biggie being his artist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the hate you gave little infants fucks everybody,
Yeah. Okay.
and that's some real shit.
Dang, I forgot
That's some real
the
shit.
hardest part of the thing.
Yeah,
But I
it does
remember
fuck
up to that
everybody
point.
when you give a little infant hate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense totally. But yeah, so that was a revelation, because we did not know how intertwined the two were. You know, like we knew Pac and Biggie knew each other. That was kind of like the extent of it all that we probably knew thus far. But the
Mm-hmm.
fact that they were pretty much trying to emulate what Pac was doing on the West Coast with Biggie on the East Coast.
Yeah.
I did not put that together at all.
Well, I did because Pac always said that.
Yeah, I never put it together.
He always said that. He said he told him, gave him his persona.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
That's fucked up. He drove a wedge between them like that, did he?
Yeah, and then that's another thing. Like, it was such a perfect storm for Diddy because we all like there was some people that really was buying into the thought of Suge knocking Pac out, which was so wild to me because I'm like, if Suge wanted to knock Pac out, why the hell would he be in the car where he could have got hit too?
I don't know. I thought that for a minute because the nigga just looks scandalous. He big, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? But
you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people was buying into that thought that Pac, I mean, that Suge was trying to knock out Pac. And I'm like, it literally made no sense to me why he would do that and be the driver of the car.
Yeah, I didn't believe that. And the only reason why I didn't believe that, even back then as a kid, people keep forgetting that Suge got shot in the motherfucking head, dog.
Yeah. And the bullet's still there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I never, they was like, oh, no, it's scraped. Like, no,
No, that was fake. Well,
no, man, that man got
yeah.
shot in the head.
He
And like,
literally
and
got
just
shot in
because
the
I
head.
know turf politics, I know a lot of people was mad with because when they asked him that question, like, if you knew who killed Pac, would you say absolutely not? Because I'm gonna handle that shit how I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I think they wanted to villainize somebody who it was so easy to do at the time because again, Puffy was playing that long ball game of trying to be some, you know what I'm saying, and looking like this in front of the media, but being this character, you know what I'm saying, when they turn the cameras off.
Yeah. Now, with all that being said, another rumor that has been going on, and then of course they went into a storyline in the documentary to back up that rumor is Pac. I mean not Pac. Diddy taking out Big. Dude, what do y'all think about that?
um, I think his actions fucking around I think he took him out this way. I think he took him out because he knew they had beef on the West Coast and he went anyway. Do I think he took him out because it kind of like they portrayed in the documentary? It was like he kind of wanted to be the rock star. I could see that, but I don't think he did it because Big was hot and he could have pimped him for a couple more years.
Right.
You know what I mean? He
It
could have got
definitely,
another hard ass album out of him. You know what I mean? At least one
yeah.
more. And it was still in the 90s too. He could have got one more out of him. So I don't know. I don't put it past him. Um, but I do think he set him up as in like y'all know y'all not good over here, but we over here. You know what I mean? Cause he think he the nigga, you know what I mean? So he like we still going, you know, and I think that was the mistake.
I think it's part fluff and part truth. I do think it's fluff that he intended for Biggie to die. I do think that's fluff. But I do think the truth is he wanted to be the one in the limelight and Biggie's the star. So let me do this press conference so I can be the one in the limelight. You stay here. His fatal flaw in that, which did cost him the only person that actually dealt with his ass, was he put him in a dangerous environment. If you want to do that press conference alone, you should have sent that nigga back home. Like so, that's just my opinion because I like as methodical as I know Sean Diddy Combs can be. I do not think he is going to take money out of his own mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like I
Yeah.
think he got him killed because he knew they wasn't good out there. And he didn't leave. You know what I mean? I don't think he was like, I'm gonna pay XYZ to do this to my main top artist who's hot right now because Hypnotized was it was
Hypnotized
already
was up there.
yeah,
And
already.
this
What
happened
now
like what,
2
a week or
weeks?
two? It
Yeah,
was like a
what
week
now
or two
2
before
weeks?
Life After Death. So yeah.
Like he was the way and that's the thing, and I'll piggyback off Lindsay. The way Suge was working those numbers and doing his artists, he was making way too much money on Biggie to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but even being devil's advocate, what I do know is you make more money off a nigga when he die. than when he's
For
alive.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it would have moved him out of the way for Diddy to be the top one on the label.
Yeah,
So I mean, there's yes and no's
yeah.
to this theory.
So so that's why I'm saying I'm gonna just end it at it's some fluff in there and there's some truth in there too.
Yeah. Or I mean, it all could have been, you know, it all could have been just by chance.
Nah, I wouldn't buy. I don't think so. Them people on the West was mad at them niggas. You know what I mean? For
Yeah,
all type of
100%.
reasons.
There's okay, like him being out in LA made it 100% truthful that somebody out in LA took him out.
For
Yeah,
sure.
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
But yeah, that's
So, but in the same breath, I can see Diddy being a puppet master saying, we can't do it in New York. We can't do it in London. We can't do
mm-hmm.
it in the South. We have to do it. And then that would make them hate the West Coast that much more.
Mm.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? If we do it in LA, make it look like a retaliation, they will hate them that much more. And
so
then I'm gonna make this song and not pay the people that I sampled it from, which was crazy in itself.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna make this song, and this song's gonna be a huge hit, and it's gonna catapult me to number one on my own label.
What
You know what
song he did that to?
I'll be missing you.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't pay the man for that.
No, he didn't pay Sting for that, and Sting
Yep.
came
And
at
Sting
him to
gets
where Sting gets like $10,000 a day or $100,000 a day, some stupid ass
yep.
number.
He gets
Where
yeah, Sting never has to do anything again because Puffy made a fatal mistake of playing with that man's money.
Why
right,
wouldn't you pay that white man? He knew better than that.
exactly. It's the police. The police were huge. Why would you?
Roxanne.
Why would you not cross your T's and dot your I's with a fucking police sample?
Yeah.
From the only thing I can think of on why he did not do it was they said no. Like he tried
They
and they said
did.
no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he was just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna put it out anyway." And just I'd rather say sorry than ask for permission.
Yeah. And so now Puffy never gets a dime from that.
hmm But he is a billionaire,
Yeah,
and
he
it
is.
and partly is off of the back of that song because that song
Yeah.
was humongous.
Yeah.
That song was bigger than the song he had, Can't Nobody Take My Pride. That
Mm-hmm.
song was bigger than that. That was out at the time. All About the Benjamins came out after I'll Be Missing You.
Mm-hmm.
So, but still, I'll Be Missing You is bigger than All About the Benjamins.
Yeah.
It's just it doesn't get the airplay like it used to because it's a sad song. At the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
you don't really play that song. You don't really wake up in the morning and play that song or play it in the club. But All About the Benjamins still brings off in the club.
Now, my conspiracy theory into Biggie's death, for me, I truly believe that Biggie would not, or he would not have lost his life in LA if he didn't perform Who Shot You.
He did that.
Yeah,
I know he did it right after Pac died, but I didn't know he did it in LA.
he did
I
in LA.
thought they was promoting the Hypnotize song.
Yeah, but he still played it.
Mhm.
Oh.
He still played Who Shot You.
Yeah,
They told,
and it doesn't matter. It like, and this is the crazy part about that because that goes to his arrogance and cockiness because it really doesn't matter if you wrote this song way before Pac died. It doesn't matter.
yeah,
None of that matters. Like people are gonna correlate that to Pac. You should just
yep.
leave it the fuck alone.
That's why I think that was and that was just that mistake where um again I don't think Puffy intended, but when Biggie did that in LA, that was really like um disrespect in LA. And yeah, and my conspiracy theories, I think that right there was put that flame in them boys' ass to be like, oh yeah, that's it for you.
Yeah,
And
like you
knowing you
really
gonna
gonna play
be,
with me like that?
yeah, you gonna come in my house and do that. That's just like if somebody walked in your house right now, that you know you don't fool with, but I'm gonna be cordial because I got people here, and they looked at you and was like, "What's up, stupid bitch?" and then walked away and start making a plate. You about to drop a casserole pan on their ass. Like, and I think that's one of the reasons why Biggie got executed in LA.
I didn't know that. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that put the cherry on the top. I just
Yeah.
think him being there
Him
was
being there that long.
period.
If
He
he'd have
just
did
shouldn't have
that
been
and then
there.
got the fuck up out of there, it'd have been a different thing. But him doing that and then staying, and the people saying he
Yeah.
wanted to go home,
Yeah.
but he
Yeah,
stayed. That was it.
because
That
he
was
did
it.
what that he did that the radio station interview. He did
Mhm.
Rap City with the man Joe. What's his name? Joe
John
Claire.
Clare. Hmm.
And then I think that's he went to
He
his
went to the Soul Train
the
Awards.
Soul Train Awards, and then I didn't hear at the Soul Train Awards. I don't know what award show that was, but they was booing that nigga. You know what I mean? Like boo, like
Yeah, I remember watching that live. Or well, I don't know if they did Soul Train live, but I remember watching it on TV, and I remember him being like, "What's up, Cali?" And that was like a big deal because it was just like, "Oh my God, he is in LA," and he just said, "What's up, Cali?"
but
And
that's because they was
unbeknownst to
booing his
us,
ass.
right, right, exactly. But unbeknownst to us, he got a whole going back to Cali song. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know
Mm-hmm.
that till the album came out. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so like, we didn't know um that he loved Cali.
Just
You know,
like
like
Tupac, like New York. It just
right, Tupac is a New Yorker. That's the
Yeah,
crazy
he's
part
from
about
New
all of
York.
yeah,
this. He's a
East
fucking New
Coast nigga.
Yorker.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, East Coast nigga went to the Bay,
and lost
stayed
his
in the Bay for a
mind.
while, went back. Shit, we was in Baltimore. That nigga was everywhere. Pac was
Yeah.
everywhere. That's
Yeah.
why Pac is loved by everybody because I, and from the East Coast to the West Coast to the Midwest, Pac has been there. He's been one of those people that just been everywhere.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
him and Tretch was like best friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
unfortunate that they both dead. They both dead, and didn't they die at the same age?
No.
Mm.
Pac was older.
Yeah.
He was 25, so Biggie was 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo wee! I didn't know that. I thought they was about 25, the same age.
Mm-mm. No.
That's
No.
still a baby. You know what I mean?
You
Yeah,
So
know,
that's
I
a
think
baby.
about that all the time. Like Big died at 24. Can you imagine a 24-year-old passing away? Like, or you at
mhm.
24 and stuff stops. Like
Yeah,
at 24 is kind of when I started, you know?
yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like I couldn't like 24 I re-enrolled in school, you know? So it's like I couldn't imagine passing away right before I go back to college, you know?
That's the start of your life.
Yeah, like it's wild.
It is, and you know what though? I said they was babies, but you know what? For some reason, they really kind of conducted themselves as men, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, okay, your NBA young boy is their age now.
Well, because
He
men were
act like
built
a
different back
kid. You know what I mean? Whereas these niggas was grown men. You know what I
then.
mean?
Yeah.
So
Men were built different back then.
yeah, they
But hey,
was.
you have to like back in the 90s to be in your 20s, and not even talking about Biggie or Tupac, but to be in your 20s, in the 90s, you were a man and you were taking care of multiple households. You were if you had kids, you were taking care of them. If you had a mama and little brothers and sisters, you were taking care of them. Like it was a different, especially for black men, it was vastly different because we had to set the example because of what we were a part of. You know,
Yeah,
it was
they just moved different. They was men because they don't. I know it's different generations, and then it may look like that to me too because them niggas was way older than me when they died. So
Hmm. Right.
I
We were
don't
in middle
know.
school.
Yeah, they was grown, so maybe that's why I feel like they was grown men too. But it just seemed they just was. It's just unfortunate all the way around the board because
Hmm.
this niggas had a billion freakouts after them niggas died. A billion and one served 1 billion and one like McDonald's. And this nigga, you know what I mean, didn't care. He's still moving on, grooving, dancing,
Right.
all in the
Mhm.
video. That nigga Suge was hard for that. All in the video,
Right. Right.
dancing, come to death row.
You know,
That was
That was
funny.
such an infamous award show. It was such
And
an
because
infamous.
that's when Outkast stood up for the South, for
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta music.
Yeah,
Yep. And
that.
Bone represented the Midwest.
Yep.
Yep.
So
I was just
yeah,
about to say that it was everybody at that point because everybody was so much on the media was on so much of this East Coast West Coast, um, Midwest and the South was like, okay, hold my beer because y'all got me fucked up. You know
yeah,
Hmm.
what I'm
like
saying?
legit, like
And
legit. And let's not just you know a little side note because not only was Bone representing the Midwest, they had a medley that they did. They didn't
Yeah.
just do one song. They did a medley. That means they was like really on representing
Yeah.
because everybody was fucking with them, you know.
Because a
It
medley is
and
at least
hardly
4 songs.
yeah, and hardly anybody even remembers that they were even there. And
Yeah,
people
I
are
forgot till
really
you brought it up.
yeah, and people are really on some yeah. Outcast was there because of what Andre said, and it got highlighted what Andre said when they was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony. So
mhm.
yeah, like and then Bone was shown in the backstage on the BMF episode when they went to the Source Awards.
Yeah, they
So
was on there.
yeah. So it's like so much other shit went on that you forget all this other stuff that occurred.
Yeah,
That
because
was a big deal.
it was a big deal. It was a lot of different things. It was, I guess, every region of the United States just represented that night
Represented.
because
Absolutely.
the East, the West, the Midwest, down
Right.
South. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It was big.
yeah. Tasha's watching. Hey Tasha.
But
What up?
yeah,
What
I
up,
don't know.
Josh?
Um,
It's I will say this though. I'm gonna tell you the top people I think is petty
okay.
and don't want no smoke with, and that's 50, Cameron, Yanti, Kaya, and that's it. It might be four. I can't
Those
think
are
of
good.
them.
Those
Oh,
are
and
good
50,
ones.
yeah, 50, but 50 is
You
kind
put
of
50 twice.
is he, yeah, because he really, he's a nightmare. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
this nigga don't
Okay.
talk to his son.
Right. Okay, so let's go to this part. What is it on the documentary that once you heard it was like, that's cat?
What did I think was cat?
I'll go first if y'all want me to.
I can't think right now. Go ahead.
Okay. Little
I,
Rod. Little
okay.
Rod. Little Rod. Little motherfucking Rod. That story about him getting drugged and waking up next to women some days and next to Diddy some days, and you still keep going back, you got me fucked up. Nigga, you either liked it or this is a lie 100%. One
The
of the two,
escort?
the shit didn't fucking happen. I don't give a damn.
You
No,
talking
he
about the
No, the
escort?
no,
producer,
Little
the
Rod, the
producer.
producer for this last album, the Love album.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
He
yeah.
up here
Okay.
talking about you was around this motherfucking for 2 years making this album, not getting paid, and you're getting drugged and what or yeah, too late now, fuck it. You're getting drugged and then you're waking up and you don't know what happened, but you feel funny. And you keep going back. You keep going back and the shit keep happening. No straight man is gonna keep going back and the shit fucking happens over and over and over and over and over again. No straight man that I know. And I ain't saying I know all straight men. And I don't know what all straight men do.
I
But
hope
as
they
far as
straight.
I hope they're straight. I really hope they're straight. But
uh,
as far as I know, the characteristics of a straight man, a black straight man at that, is not gonna keep going back to the scene of the crime.
Do 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 do
So you're
do
lying.
do do
so
do.
that's another that's
You're
okay.
lying about something. I don't know what you're lying about, but you're lying about something. You got me fucked up.
So
Like, hell.
that was the thing because when the first time when I seen it, the first thing came to my head, and Jasmine to tell you, I said out loud, I said, man, if I wake up and Puffy is right next to me in the bed, I would have beat the dog shit out of Puffy.
Hell
Right
yeah.
Especially if
there.
I
The
feel
dog
away.
shit. Now,
Especially if my body feels away.
and so that was the thing. So the days when he said, when he was like, I I I woke up sore. Oh, that you're automatically getting stabbed to death.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
as soon as I wake up like that.
Yeah, 100%. Because make it make sense. Make it make sense to me. And that was the whole thing about the whole Aubrey O'Day story. That I was like, I don't think nothing happened to her for real either. Because I've said this to other people talking about this. As a woman, even if you don't remember what happened the night before, you feel a certain way after an encounter.
Man too.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, physically, you feel like something occurred there. So the fact that even though she may not know, like, from recollection, that something happened, you will physically
She would have
know.
knew that. Yeah, she would have physically knew
You
that.
would
Like
have
she would have felt
physically
that.
knew something occurred there. So, same thing with Little Rod, and which proves my point.
It's like
Little Rod physically knows if something happened, because I don't believe that nothing happened. But if we're going off of something happened, Little Rod physically knew it, which made him put two and two together that something happened to him, even though he was quote unquote drugged. You see what I'm saying? So you gonna keep going back. You gonna keep going back to the person you feel that did it to you, and allow them to do it again and again and again and again.
So he got Cosby's, you know.
That's what he's alleging.
Yeah.
I mean, the way he's alleged, it just sounds like he was a willing participant, um, but he just wants some money out of it.
Yeah. And suing for the production on the album, sure. That makes sense. I'm
Yep.
not I'm not gonna I'm not gonna hold you on that. If you didn't get paid, it would be documented that you got paid
Yep.
if you did. So if you didn't get paid, by all means get your money. But this other shit, this 20 on 10 shit, fuck out of here. Like, no, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I didn't believe Aubrey O'Day.
Hell, Aubrey O'Day don't believe it.
And that's
I
the thing.
didn't
It's like,
believe
yeah,
her.
we like look where Aubrey is like, she don't believe it, and she knows even if she jump, like I said before, even if she jumps on it, it's gonna it don't hold enough weight, and if that falls under, then it'll start that avalanche of um trying to exonerate Puffy,
Yeah.
and she's not gonna allow that to happen.
Right. And I get it, and I get that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've talked to people before about that. I totally 100% get where she's coming from.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I do
Because
too.
unfortunately, in the public eye, two things can't be true.
Mhm.
Even though in real life two things can be true. He can be a horrible person and he could not have done that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So just like during the trial when that assistant got up there saying that she had been essayed by Diddy, and Diddy was sitting there like, what the fuck are you talking about? That shit didn't happen. Like, that was all the facial expressions that apparently he was giving. You know what I'm saying? And people weren't buying the story either, you know? So it was just like, I don't believe it, you know? And unfortunately, when it comes to being essayed, you gotta prove your case.
Mhm.
Especially when you don't go get a rape kit. You gotta prove your case. You
Yeah,
know?
I mean, and I hate to say it like that, but I'm gonna just bring this up. Case in point, mystical. That woman got caught stealing, and she agreed to suck everybody's dick, and then she went and reported it right after.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just you. If things like that, it has to be, and you have to have real, honest to God. If you can't come, and I hate to say it like that because there's a lot of people that's been victimized and been scared to come up, and then they let years go by, and then they build a confidence, and then they can't build a case.
Yeah.
So these things are true, but at the same time, it's like it's one of those things where if those things do happen to you, those things need to be reported immediately.
Yeah.
Right? Because You know, everybody thinks because of what happened to Bill Cosby, you can turn around and just be like, yeah, this happened to me 12 years ago. In real life, it's gonna fall short. Now, I would hate for you to traumatize yourself on that, or have to relive something like that if it actually did happen to you, because sometimes it's gonna fall through the cracks if it's not enough evidence there.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, unfortunately, when it comes to affairs like that, that is what it is.
Yeah,
You
and that's
know,
the thing,
but
man. It's just crazy, but it doesn't take away from, like you said, Lindsay, him being a bad person.
yeah.
At the end of the day, Puffy's a bad person, and this is the thing that and when I was talking about the documentary, this is one thing that I was like, the reason for me, the reason why I truly believe that Puffy is a bad person is I'm like, and it has nothing to do with all with the things that we seen in the documentary. It's how I seen he's grooming his children to be like him on a deviant side and not a mogul side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Why,
Because when
this
you
is
look
why I
at
think
it,
he's a bad person.
yeah. Because when you look at it, it's like, what do they do for a living?
Yeah, he's not grooming them to be moguls. He's grooming them
Mm-hmm.
to be um
To be professional kids, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, they're fucking deviants.
You know what? And I know I want everybody, if y'all don't believe me, to go back and watch it. But it's a part in that documentary where his son passes him the blunt. I
Yeah,
seen it. I'm not making it up.
no,
I don't
I
think
seen
you
it
need
too.
to. I couldn't believe that. It
They
threw
passed
me
a
for
blunt.
a loop.
He dropped the joint in New York. His son picked it up and handed it right back to him.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And I didn't. They was smoking together. It ain't like he dropped it. He picked. They smoke. Y'all. They smoke. He smoked with them. So I know he's not. And they young. They not like 30. And they what 22, 3, 4.
No, I think Justin is 30.
Yeah,
Oh, how old is the other one?
The Christian is, I don't know. Let me see. Let Because you know
Long
you gotta
story
do.
short, if they doing that together, then they done seen some shit. Is what I'm getting at.
yeah, they've been a
Yeah.
Because
part of that. They've been in plenty parties. Like
yeah.
Yeah. So
his
Justin will
son's got
be
it. At
just
least Christian got a case against or something pending
yeah.
against him now.
He do. He do. Justin will be 32 on the 30th. And
Mm,
let me see how old.
You know
they
how I
old.
know how he's raising monsters? Because he's passing bitches with his son. Who fucks with, the same bitch that was fucking my son?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Oh
That is
wow.
weird.
and who even agrees to this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is not
So
this. Yeah, you were about to say what?
um Christian is 27. Guess when his birthday is? Just take a wild guess.
On your birthday?
No.
I don't know.
April Fool's Day.
April
Oh
Fools.
Lord. That's one thing I wouldn't want to be is an April Fool's baby.
Right. And Quincy is 34. His
Yeah.
birthday is June 4th.
Ugh, I can't stand him. I cannot stand Quincy.
You know what? I have to give
Okay.
Quincy grace because Quincy was brainwashed.
Fuck
Yeah.
that nigga.
Quincy was
So
brainwashed.
Chance is 19. Her birthday is July 20th.
Oh.
Uh the twins. The twins' birthday is December 21st. So they'll be 19.
Will they? They getting
Mhm.
old.
Yeah, you know. Let's see, when's the baby?
I forgot about that baby. I forgot that nigga had that baby. But he ain't in jail to press. So he in Fort Dix.
Oh, her birthday is October 15th.
Mm,
So she's 3.
Mm.
okay. That's funny. Yeah. I mean, he ain't in jail going through it. Shit.
That's why she's my favorite. But yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I just really think that I think his sons have seen things, and they think the industry moves a certain way because of their father or their stepfather. And he didn't try to make them moguls or try to make them great. He tried to make them he's trying to make them move off power, and this is why I believe that's one part of why I do believe he's a monster. Another part is he throws people under the bus. We knew before this documentary came out how bad he did Craig Mack.
Oh yeah, he dogged him. He dogged all his artists. Loon, all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stein, Mace, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
What's his name? Mark Curry.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
so the thing I like about Mark Curry is Mark Curry been saying fuck Puffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This ain't but before all of this, he been on some fuck Puffy shit,
Mm-hmm.
and he stood on that.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he ain't never wavered. He was like,
Mhm.
nah, fuck that nigga. He's a scoundrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suck ass nigga.
Yeah, and
So,
he lame. I remember the first time I've seen Mark Curry in an interview, he was like, man, that nigga lame for real. Yeah, he lame.
now that was funny when he was mocking him while he was recording "Come With Me."
Him on
That was-
troubles, him on dreams, him. But
Him on
I could see that though,
I
because
can
he
see
don't
him.
know. He don't. Everybody's been saying that as much as everybody loves Puffy for all the music he create or they think he creates. Puffy don't have a musical ear.
I think Puffy does have a musical ear, but he's not an artist.
Now, that's what I was about to say. He doesn't have a musical ear for himself. Like he knows this is a hit. Where at one point
But
he
no,
knew what
he
a hit
has it for
was.
himself. He has it for himself. He knows hits. Like it doesn't matter if it's for himself or for somebody else. A hit is a hit, and he can spot a hit. He can spot an artist. He doesn't. He's not an artist as far as an instrument. He's not an artist as far as a rapper or a singer or anything like that. He's not that. But um, he's low key like motherfucking DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled ain't no producer. But DJ Khaled got albums. He ain't no
Yeah.
rapper, but he got albums. He got an ear. He got an ear. He know how to put people together. He know what sound he wants to create. You know what I'm saying?
He just
Even though
can't
he's
create.
not the one. He's not the one producing. He's not the one pressing the buttons. You know what I'm saying? We were under the impression that Diddy was the one pressing the buttons.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he's not the one pressing the buttons. But we have seen him in the studio orchestrating before. Like you can't deny that episode on Keisha Cole's reality show where he orchestrated last night.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can't deny that. That was raw footage. And what did he do? He made a fucking hit. You see what I'm saying? He knew what he wanted to get out of Keisha and he got it. So you can't deny him being an artist in that aspect. But is he the one pressing the buttons? No. He's
Well,
not.
when I say he doesn't have it, I'm talking about for himself. He doesn't know how to like. Okay, so maybe that's the wrong word.
Yeah,
Cadence.
because
Cadence is the word I'm looking for.
that's what I'm saying. He's not a rapper.
Yeah, he doesn't have the cadence.
Right. He's not a rapper. So he's not the one writing. He's not the one, thinking of the concept, or maybe he does think of the concept. I don't know. But he's not the one writing the words. He's not the one putting the cadence there or anything like that. He has to be directed on doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you who he helped pick out. That was hard. Is Jodeci, and you know what's funny? Jodeci then went with Tupac. You would have thought they would have kind of been a little cooler with Diddy and them. You know what I mean? Because that's who got him out. But
I get what you're saying. But sure, you know what? I didn't even put two and two together till just now. And that song, them collabs been out for 30 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never put that together. But you're right.
That was when.
But in the same breath, we weren't
era.
looking right. In the same breath, we weren't looking at R&B artists to be a gang and have loyalty or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? We were looking at R&B artists to be R&B artists.
Yeah, but like he got them on for real.
Yeah, 100%.
So you would have thought like
100%.
They would have kind of
because
stayed
Andre
over there,
wasn't
but
really.
nah.
From what it sounded like, Andre wasn't really taking them seriously. Like they showed up at Uptown unannounced and was like, "Let me sing."
Mm-hmm.
These country boys from North Carolina came up there and was like bum rushing, and Andre was like, okay, they can sing, but Diddy, you can handle them. And what did Diddy do? He created a whole genre,
Yep.
club genre. You know what I'm saying?
That's my
Same
favorite
thing.
R&B group back in the
Yeah.
day,
Same
Jodeci.
thing. And same thing with Mary J. Blige. And Mary J. Blige is my favorite.
Ah, yes,
You know
Mary.
what I'm saying?
He did his thing with that one.
Hell yeah.
Young Mary,
Hell
not
yeah.
this new Mary. Young Mary.
Yeah. Those first two albums that he EP'd, you cannot deny them. You cannot deny them. Now there's some stuff that he didn't win left on, like the Usher shit.
Yeah,
The Usher shit
that
he
didn't do
fucking
well.
left on. Yeah,
That
that ain't. He definitely made the right choice with
sending
Usher
him to
going with Jermaine
Jermaine.
Dupri. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that definitely was the right choice because, which people have said before with that first Usher album, like he was 14 years old talking about sex.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's gonna relate to that. So,
Yeah.
Weirdo.
yeah, it was weird, but yeah, like you cannot deny that as being a talent. Diddy definitely has a talent,
Yeah,
and
that
that is
Jodeci
a talent.
hard.
Being A
And
and R
Mary
is
was hard.
definitely a talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But given that
But I
given that
understand where Lily
opportunity,
coming from too, though. He does. I get it. I get it. Cause I had me and Lindsay actually discuss this either
Yeah,
through text or something
we was
by
on the
mouth.
phone going
Now we
on
was on the
talking about
phone.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I get it. I get what you saying, but he. This is what he did. He came in there. They fixed the food. He said, "Put a little more pepper in there," and left. Like he don't
but that little pepper that he said to put in there made it a sold
made
out
it
dish.
fire. It made it
Yeah,
made it the best dish in the place.
yeah,
that was the thing
Can't
is that at one point Puffy did have like a superior ear for especially for that generation of young individuals. Like
I still think he
um
does.
I don't think he has it anymore.
I still think he does.
I ain't
But
gonna lie, I
I
used to
back
blast that
then
song
now
that he had with Cassie, the one he just had. She don't want my love. I guess I gotta move.
Yeah,
That was my shit.
yeah. That
me
Love
and
album.
this is just my personal opinion. I don't think he has that ear no more. I think um he did the exact same thing that Andre started doing, where he is caught up in his ways, and you got to have somebody young to take over for you because the audience you're trying to reach, you don't have it no more. For me, in my opinion. Um, Again, that's just my opinion.
Nah, he don't got the audience he had no more because the nigga old. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that's when he tried to send his son out there, and that nigga Harlem shaked itself into mockery. So that didn't work. You know what I mean?
hey, listen, I'm gonna be totally, I'm gonna be biased and just say, uh, I can't stand that little guy's music. Um, and it's not because of
Yeah,
Puffy. I just don't think that that's the way he should go.
I don't think so either.
I think
Nah.
he should. I think he should follow his daddy's footsteps and be a producer.
But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all was talking about how he wasn't raising his kids to be nothing. His man is worth $900 billion, bro. What job are you going to? And I ain't saying he can't teach him the business and all that. That's cool. But what expectations do I wouldn't have no super duper expectation on my kids if I had $900 billion. Would I make them go to college and school? Absolutely. I'm paying for it. Do whatever you want. I don't care if it take 8 years. But do I expect for you to act? I have $900 billion. That's just like somebody asked Jay-Z, do Blue Ivy do chores? He was like, I mean, in so many words, nah, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Why would she be doing chores? I ain't doing them.
But I'm pretty sure that
But doing chores and having a career is two different
yeah.
things.
I
So
mean, I'm
I'm
not. No, listen to what I'm saying. The expectation is what I'm getting from. Do you think that Beyonce and them are gonna make her do anything? If she does it, it's because she wants to. What if she put out music and it ain't good? You know what I mean? And it's she Harlem shaked herself into mockery. Then what is her expectation after that? What do we expect her to do? And her parents are billionaires. This nigga's daddy is a billionaire.
So the difference between Blue Ivy or just Beyonce and Jay-Z's children to Puffy's children is he puts them on a payroll, and so he teaches them, or the conglomerate behind Jay-Z and Beyonce teaches at least Blue Ivy the game. So whatever way they decide to go, they are going to always be able to make their own. On this side,
how you know that?
How I know that, just for the simple fact that I know for a fact when she does things with her mother, she's on the payroll. She's making her own money.
Right? They not.
No, and like you just said, he's worth not the things that they're trying to do.
So you don't think that him making that Can't Stop Won't Stop Bad Boy, he wasn't on the, he didn't get paid off that?
What I'm trying to say is, it is I in my opinion, what I believe is, I don't think he's teaching them the ways of how to be a mogul. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because especially with the grown man that he has, the things that we are not hearing that they're doing anything. We're hearing Blue Ivy's doing shit, and she's not even 18 yet. We don't even with Christian. We only just now heard about some shit that he was doing. Before that,
no, we've heard about.
He's been trying to rap and all that. And then the other one
trying to do that for a long time.
The other one was going to school to play football, and that didn't work out. So
we knew about Justin, but then when Justin fell out, have we heard about anything? And then with Al B. Sure's son, Puffy stepped in, like he's doing things, but then at the same time he's doing things, he's not getting the game to capitalize on certain stuff.
Hey, Alexis.
For me, in my opinion.
But we can't compare Blue Ivy and them. She's 15. They grown. So we'll see what she does when it gets to be her time. I'm not saying she's not going to take the game and run with it, but I do see where he gave his kids some game because they all ventured out into different shit. And whatever happened with it, happened with it. And the expectation of them to do any more after that is not going to be realistic because their parents are billionaires.
That's, for me, that's a false narrative because
that
ain't how. Well,
this is the thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
So this is the thing, because I feel like both of you guys are right. Let's just go down the line. Quincy acts and sings. Mm-hmm. Justin, yes, he did go to school. He got redlined in football. Because he went for football and he got redlined, and we ain't seen him do nothing after. Mm-hmm. And then Christian is trying to be a rapper. Those are the only things that we have seen. But in the same breath, your father is this big time mogul, so it's like
them twins is models.
Well, sure, but what I'm saying is, but I mean, we ain't really seen them really do too much of nothing either. So it's like, if we're talking about all the kids or whatever, and I think like Chance is in school currently. So when we're talking about all the kids and we're talking about their father being this big time mogul and worth $1 billion, it's like we should have been seeing something more than them trying to make it, especially at their big ass age. Like, he should have been teaching them the game, showing them the ropes. Instead, we're seeing them be glorified kids.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, they have tried to, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, try to venture out and try to carve their own lane. But to your point, Bree, the twins being models, they should have been models back when they were toddlers.
They didn't have a look then. They had to grow into they had to come out their shell.
I'm not gonna go there with their looks, even though I agree. I'm not gonna go there with their looks.
All right, then.
But in the same breath, if your mom is Kim Porter and your dad is Diddy, why did we not have a Sean John for babies? That should have been some, for babies. I don't remember a Sean John for babies. I remember it for kids, But we should have had a Sean John for babies before them babies dropped.
My
They should
point
have
is
left the
this.
hospital in Sean John attire.
Right.
You
I
see
feel
what I'm
what y'all
saying? Like, we
saying.
should have had campaigns in Times Square.
But you
If
gotta
that's what
understand too. One, we don't know what he showed them. They could have not got the ropes and just didn't run with it. We can't compare what Blue Ivy is doing. She's 14 or 15. Yeah, and she done done some shit. She didn't won a Grammy and all that.
Right,
but
right.
she ain't old as them. We don't know how long. She might get old like Michael Jackson's kids and just be kids. Them niggas ain't doing nothing
which is literally what we're seeing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's the expectation?
But then that's the crazy part about it, because we okay with that shit with Michael's kids, but we're having a discussion about Diddy's kids doing the exact same thing.
But we're not okay with that.
No, if you go, my whole thing,
we don't have discussions about Michael's kids not doing shit.
No, look, my whole thing is they ain't doing shit either. So what's the difference? They super grown. Mike ain't got no 6-year-old. This nigga's kids, the youngest might be Blanket is what, 29? Shit.
They're not that old.
Shit, they are too.
Quincy is the oldest out of all the kids we're talking about right now.
It don't, well, either way it go. Blanket is in his 20s. He's a grown man.
Yeah, Blanket is in his 20s. All three of Michael's kids are in their 20s,
and they ain't doing shit. So why do we have an expectation for people's billionaire kids to do anything?
That's my point. I'm agreeing with you on that.
Oh, that's what people's agreeing with me. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, I'm saying we don't have discussions about Michael's kids. We don't give a damn about what they're doing outside of being Michael's kids. And low key, they ain't even his fucking kids, if we're gonna be real about the shit. But that's another discussion for another day, because we're gonna have to wrap this shit up. But we having discussions about what Diddy's kids doing. It's a double standard. Lily, you can go.
And so, and I'm gonna make it real quick and real fast, and we're gonna move on from it. The reason why I have expectations for Puffy's children is, one, he's a mogul, and you know who always has expectations for their children are other counterparts of different races who are billionaires with their children. They have expectations for them. They're not going to live off of my money. They're going to learn how to make their own. Period. I don't give a fuck if you start a trucking company. That needs to be your trucking company. You need to learn the linguistics in and out, everything that needs to go. You need to learn how to make your own money, my nigga, because guess what? If I would have went to the feds would have seized $900 million fucking dollars.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, our counterparts, our white counterparts, our Asian counterparts who are billionaires, their children are making their own money. Because I'm not all of my daddy's money.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
Yeah, not all of them, right. But in the same breath, we do see the examples of where those people are like, you're not getting my money.
Yeah.
Case in point.
I mean, we see the examples, but not all of them is living like where they just all got their own money.
Mm-hmm. So this is what I'm saying. So case in point, we can watch a heiress be an asshole as a child, and then nobody's paying attention that in the background she's actually learning the business, and now she runs Hilton.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. These are the expectations we need to set for our children.
But let's be real. If they still owned Hilton, she would probably own it. But they sold Hilton a few years ago. So
at the end of the day, her sister ain't doing shit.
Her sister not a motherfucking thing. She married a Rothschild.
Exactly. So, you know. So we can't speak on what somebody's gonna do. Her sister ain't doing shit.
But
ain't came out with a cook. Look, ain't came out with a cookware line.
So this is the thing. We can't keep excusing a mediocrity just because they're billionaire children.
Yeah. But my whole thing is this, Lily. It's not just his kids. It ain't all these billionaires you talking about. We just did it. The difference between Paris Hilton and Nikki Hilton. Paris is getting her own money. Nikki ain't doing a motherfucking thing.
Okay, again, the same thing I said. But we can't keep excusing mediocrity just because their parents are billionaires.
What do you mean? Like
So
the
with
expectation of them to do anything.
your expectations should always be high, even when it's not.
It is, but it ain't. It we can't just throw it on Diddy. All of them is
I'm not
all of
throwing it
these
on Diddy.
people.
I'm saying in general. We just talking about Diddy because of the Diddy case. I'm saying in
Nah.
general, expectations of someone who has millions and millions of dollars for their children should be it should be phenomenally better than them. That's the whole point in a nutshell. You don't have children just so they can live off you. You have children so they can be better than you.
Right, but at the end of the day, when you have billions of dollars, it's kind of hard to really do that.
It's not.
Mm,
It's not. It is
mm,
what they're
Well,
allowing. Because there's some
you
millionaires that
grind.
don't even allow that.
Yeah,
mm.
but I mean, you grind and you get it out the mud and all that, so that your kids don't have to grind and get it out the mud. But
But
in the same breath, you want them to do something.
you
Your
still want them
kids
to know
can
the
come to
know-how.
you. Your kids can come to you and be like, "I need a small loan of $1 million. I'm trying to buy some vending machines and set them all over the country." You gonna do it?
Absolutely.
Everybody else gotta grind and get it. So
Right.
it's not really.
But
Or
we don't know if they kids have ever came to them
Yeah.
and been like, okay, well, let me shoot this business plan at you. You know
I
what I
And
mean?
then
mean, we
And
don't
been
know
legit
that, but at
about
the
it.
same time, they
and
had to
another
do something because they doing things and they didn't venture it off and try to do something. So something was discussed.
so
But
and
I
one
just feel
thing in a
like they just
nutshell
is
is what
doing shit. Like
so what
I don't take them serious.
I don't take
okay,
none of them serious.
so my
None
thing
of
in a
them.
nutshell is this. Um the definition of getting it out the mud is going to be in different levels. Because a $1 billion kid, if he or she is trying to do anything for themselves, is getting it out the mud in the way they know how. Even though
And
they
how
come
is
from
that? And they a billion
even
dollar kid. How do they know how to get it out the mud? And they can snap,
because
they
check
can
this
ring
out.
a bell and say pancakes and they be
Because
there.
Bree, because the whole thing in a nutshell is this: our definitions are going to be vastly different about how to get it out of mud because we wasn't billionaire children. A billionaire, as a billionaire, as a kid, if a kid said, "Hey, I want to look beyond I want to be
Yeah,
beyond my
thank
mother
you.
and father. I want to be beyond my mother and father. I want to do this, even if it is."
Hey, what's
My
going on?
whatever I have right here, I'm gonna take out and I'm gonna start it and I'm gonna start something with it. And their version, that's them getting it out the mud.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We could say whatever we want about it, but in that demographic, that's their getting it out the mud. If they said I started off with just my allowance money, I don't give a fuck if that allowance money was $10,000. That's their version of getting it out the mud.
Right.
So we got to respect that. When you don't do that, then the expectations was never set for you, and that's a problem. And that's why you see billionaire children fucking off.
Yeah.
And that's
Yep.
why we're living in
And it's
that's why we're
all
living
of
in
them
the
too.
society
I
that we
don't
have
know.
now.
It's all of them fucking off. All of them
Exactly.
are. So
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah. So at this point we're gonna have to put a pin in it. We'll definitely revisit this next episode because apparently we have a lot to say. You know, Kansas City got a lot to say. So yeah, I don't have any final thoughts.
Me either.
Okay. So Jerry's final thoughts, take it away.
My Jerry's final thoughts is this. I've been saying this if you watch in my social medias. What is happening to names? Why are names becoming extinct? Why am I not hearing about Gabrielle graduating from middle school? Why have I not heard about Davon getting on the honor roll? Why have I not heard about Earl winning the spelling bee? Why am I not hearing that Larry won his track meet? We are losing names. We are losing names that have been a staple in our communities for years. For names like Apple and fucking Carvisha, and I don't even know what the fuck that means. And listen, I'm a part of the problem. I'm not about to be on nobody. My kid's name is Crimson and Karen. These are, and the reason why their names are that is because my mother told me I was her little red baby. So all of my babies have names that are shades of red. But at the same time, I want to know where these names are, why these names are going extinct. Why is my kid, when he gets older, why is he never going to be like, hey, boy, Mary Beth got a fat ass? Why? We got to go back to our essence. And as always, take care of yourself and others.
God, why do you go down these roads? I have no idea. These are such random roads. But nonetheless, thank you for Jerry's final thought. This was episode 184 of the Ish We Talk, and we will see you guys for episode 185. Bye.
Exactly.